Hi guys. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you my studio, and there's a lot of stuff. I brought a load of clay to the school, and we did a project, and I'll show you those. The kids did a great job, and I'll show you my kiln. It's cooling down, and I'll show you my pottery wheel and everything. All right, so. Here is some of the here are the projects that we were doing. Nor that and that back there in the with these tablets. They were ancient. We did an ancient writing, and it's you can see the lines and stuff. Like on this one, that means Leia. Right there, nice little one. And these are some of the bottles I can throw. I just took it off the wheel. It's a little wet. And the bottom looks pretty good, which means I cut it off right. Yeah. And here's a little picture I made. Wasn't the best. And a little lid to go with it. Threw it. I threw the lids both, and yeah. The lid will fit once I fire it, because the ceramic shrinks when it fires because it loses part of it from the heat, which is the carbon, and so that's why it shrinks, and so it'll fit. And this is a semi-wedging board. I'm just using this right now until I fire those. And yeah, because that's my wedging table right there. And actually, I think this works better, so I might actually keep this here or move it onto that once they're done. But yeah, so that's a good one. And then some broken pots. There's my slab roller, my bowl of water. This is my pottery wheel. It's a good pottery wheel. I love it. It's a Speedball Clay Boss, and yeah. And there's a blowtorch shop vac under there. Clay, more clay, typewriter, slop bucket, mop, more clay, mop bucket, glaze, more clay, and my wonderful kiln, which I love. It's a Home Artist digital kiln by Paragon, and I just finished firing it, so it's cooling down. I was test firing it, and I'll open it for y'all right now. Hold up. I don't want to burn my hands because it gets hot. Let me see. There it is. Using some trimming tools to open this. And if I can fit that in there we go. It's not glowing in there, but it's very hot. It's a lot of warm gas coming out of there. And I was just test firing it, so there's nothing in there. But I just got it fixed. I took some kiln cement. This stuff, it actually looks like real cement. And that you take a rib, which is like this, and you go and you spread it out over the area. I took a sponge, even though I wasn't supposed to, and I did it because besides the crack, I also coated the lid, and so that'll protect the lid in case there's an explosion. And so inside the kiln, in case one of the pots explodes and shoots pieces in the side of my kiln. And yeah, so yeah, and I'm gonna do a part 2, which is wedging clay. I'm gonna do a part 3 right after this, throwing it on the wheel. And so that's why that's like that. I just threw a bottle, which I showed you, and I put I left that pad of clay there so it'll stick. So I keep that wet. And here are stilts. And if you ever throw pots, you want to go and, like when you do pottery, when you glaze them, you want to have them sitting up on this, because it keeps, if you glaze the bottom of the pot, you put it on these so that they don't stick to the bottom of the stick to the kiln shelf, which hold them up. Here's a kiln shelf right here. The other one's in there with it, and those are kiln posts. That's my old microwave kiln. Some of my friends know what this is because I showed it to them when I was making glass, and this was for glass fusing. And yeah, and yeah, those are ashtrays. This is my grinding bowl. I will go and I have been making my own glaze, and I'll take some dried up clay that hasn't been fired, and I crush it, and I can put that in the glaze, and like I'll buy clear glaze or some color glaze, some white glaze, and I'll go and I'll color it with my clay. And I have it's high water, I believe it's 101 buff red clay. It's a very nice clay. It's very useful. And yeah, I gotta finish these up. These tablets make them look nice. Kids did such a good job. Nice. Like I like this one. And this one. Yeah. And there's a gigantic pinch pot in the background, a little ceramic shot glass that is drying. And yeah, so see you in part 2.